Hello my dear students, as you know we always come up with an important topic. Today's topic is beauty and the best one. Let's start with scene 1. The merchant's house. The merchant is with his grown-up children Jack, Joseph, George, April, June and the youngest Beauty. So, this entire scene 1 is taking place in merchant's house. And we can see merchant with his grown-up children. Who are they? Jack, Joseph, George. These are the 3 brothers. April, June and the youngest or the smallest one is Beauty. So, these are the 3 sisters. And the smallest or the youngest among all these brothers and sisters is Beauty. Beauty giving her father a cup. Here father, take this. It's a cup of hot tea. So we can see first Beauty is coming and giving a cup to his father and telling him that it's a cup of hot tea. Now merchant is saying, thank you Beauty. You are always so good to me. So here merchant is saying, thank you Beauty. You always take care of me and you always good to me. April is saying, she is only good because she probably wants something from you father. So April is saying, maybe Beauty is good because she wants something from you father. June is saying, yes, she probably wants that dress I saw in the warehouse the other day. Further, I spoke to you about it. I want it. So don't fall for Beauty's tricks. So here June is saying, yes, probably she wants that dress which I saw in the warehouse. Warehouse means storeroom. The other day, father, I spoke to you. So June has already spoken to his father regarding this and June has already mentioned that she wants that dress. So don't fall for Beauty's tricks. So June is asking her father not to fall for the Beauty's trick, means not to be deceived or fall for Beauty's trick. April is saying, I want one like that too father. So here April is saying that I also want like that father. So April is saying that what June wants or what dress June has shown to his father is like that dress. April also wants to get one. June, but colors won't suit you so well, April. Pink makes me look even more beautiful. Well, most colors suit me, I must say. So here June is mentioning that the color of the dress will not suit April. She also mentions that pink makes June more beautiful and she is proud enough to mention this that most color suits her. Now Jack is saying, you girls. So Jack is saying, what are you doing, you girls? Joseph is saying, yes, always dissatisfied and talking about things you want. So here Joseph is saying that, yes, you always talk about the things you want and you are not satisfied with what all things you have with you all. April, well, why not? Father is rich, he can afford to buy us anything he likes. So now by hearing from Joseph, April is saying that, well, why we will not want more and more? Our father is rich and he can afford, means buy anything he likes. Merchant is saying, yes, I can girls, but life is not all about buying and owning things. There is much more to it than that. You will be happy if you are good in life, like Beauty here. So here we can see merchant is saying, yes girls, I can buy everything for you all. Whatever things I like to buy, I can afford those. But life is not about buying and just owning things. But there is much more, means except buying and owning things, other things are there in the life. Those are very important. You will be happy if you are good in life, only if you are good, you are satisfied, you are good to people, that particular time you will be happy in life, like Beauty here. So merchant is mentioning that Beauty is good in her life, so they must be like Beauty to be happy in life. Next, Beauty. I made you a cup of tea because you looked weary. Father, I have enough clothes to wear, thank you. So now Beauty is saying, Father, I made this cup of tea for you because you looked weary. Weary means tired. As father was looking tired, so Beauty has made a cup of tea for her father. And she also mentioned that she have enough clothes to wear. She don't want any more clothes. June, oh, listen to her. So June is making fun of Beauty and saying, oh, listen to her. Now April is saying, that is little pet. So they are just embarrassing Beauty. June, she is after something. June is saying, no, she wants something. Jack, leave her alone. You too? Beauty has more sense than both of you put together. Now Jack, one of the brother, is saying that leave her alone. You don't talk about Beauty like that. Beauty has more sense than the sense whatever you have together. There is some commotion outside. Joseph goes towards the door. So after that, commotion means disturbances are occurring outside. So what happened? Joseph heard that and goes towards the door for seeing what is happening. Joseph, listen to that row. I wonder what is going on. So Joseph is saying, listen, something is happening. I think something is going on. George, entering in a great hurry. Father, come quick. So George is running and coming and saying his father, Father, come quickly. Merchant, whatever has happened, George? Why in such a hurry? So here Merchant is saying, what has happened, George? Why are you running and coming so hurriedly? George is saying, come quick, all of you. The warehouse is going up in flames. All the goods will be burned to cinders, Father. So George is saying, come quickly. The warehouse has got fire. Everything is burning. Father, all your goods will be burning to cinders means ashes. Hurry up. Beauty, oh no, poor father. April, oh no, there goes my dress. June, oh no, mine too. So here Beauty is worried about her father and thinking about the bad condition or the poor condition of father. But here April and June are worried about their dress which is going to be burnt. Jack, come on, don't just sit there. Let's help to put out the fire. Run. So Jack is saying, come on, don't sit like that. Let us go together and put out the fire. So Jack is saying, come on, let's run and put out the fire. Means to make the fire stop burning. Run everyone, run. They all follow George out of the door. So George goes out of the door first. The boys first. After that, all the boys goes. Then Beauty. And lastly, June and April is going outside to just put out the fire. Now we will start with the scene 2. A few days later, in same room, the children are doing various things, though they are not being industrious. The merchant is looking grave. Beauty is cooking. So here we can find that few days later, in the same room, the children are doing various things, but they are not doing something industrious, means they are not hardworking. And the merchant is looking grave, means sad. And Beauty, on the other hand, is cooking food. Merchant, sit down for a minute. All of you, I have some sad news to give you. So here Merchant is saying, all of you sit down for a minute. I need to say you something. I need to give some bad news to you all. April, we are sitting already, Father. So April is saying, we are already sitting, Father. June, yes, all of us apart from Beauty. June is saying, yes, all of us are sitting, but apart from Beauty means Beauty is not sitting. April, well, she has to be different, doesn't she? So April is making fun of her and saying she is always different from all of us, doesn't she? Jack, to April and June. Now Jack is saying to April and June, stop it. Listen to what father has to say. So Jack is asking them to keep quiet and listen to their father. Joseph, yes, come along, Beauty. Let's hear what father has to say. So now Joseph is calling Beauty and asking that let us hear together what father has to say. Beauty stops cooking and joins other. So here we find Beauty stops cooking and comes and joins others. George, is it about the warehouse, father? So George is asking that, father, are you going to say something about the warehouse? Merchant, yes, it is, George. So here Merchant is saying, yes, it is. And there is more bad news too. And Merchant is also mentioning that other from the warehouse, other bad news are also there. Beauty, oh, I am so unhappy about that, father. We have lost the warehouse. What could be worse than that? So here Beauty is saying that she is unhappy about that, and she also says that, father, you have lost your warehouse. What can be worse than that? Merchant, there is much worse news, Beauty. I heard this morning that the ship bringing all my new goods was lost at sea. So here we can see Merchant mentions that much worse news than the warehouse is there. He heard in the morning that the ship which was bringing all his new goods was lost at sea. Beauty, no, how terrible. So Beauty is saying, no, this is so bad. April, oh dear, no new dresses. April is concerned about her dresses. She is saying that, oh dear, we will not get any more new dresses. June is saying, no new jewelry. June is worried about the new jewelry. On the other hand, we see Beauty is worried about the terrible condition of his father and them. Jack, it sounds like we are in for a troubled time ahead, father. So Jack is saying that it seems or it sounds like that we are in very troubled time, means we are going through very bad time ahead, father. Merchant, yes, Jack, trouble indeed. Since we have no goods in the warehouse and no goods on the way, we are ruined. So here Merchant is saying, yes, our condition is going to be very bad indeed, means really. Since we don't have any goods in the warehouse and no goods are coming on the way, so we are almost ruined, means we don't have anything with us. Joseph, what will you do, father? So here Joseph is asking what you will do next, father. Merchant, I shall go to find some work, Joseph. There is none here. We will all have to do our share. So here Merchant is saying that I need to go somewhere else because here we don't have any work and we will search for the work. New work means everyone should work for themselves. George, I shall come with you, father. I am ready to find work. So George is saying, father, okay, fine, I will come with you and I am ready to find job or work. Merchant, that's good to hear, George. The others will have to do the same. The merchant is saying, not only you, George, everyone has to do the same. Jack, I shall leave today, father. I shall come back with riches for all of us. So Jack is saying, father, today only I will leave and I will bring many things for all of us, father. Joseph, and I will go with Jack. So Joseph is saying, okay, I will accompany Jack. So Jack and Joseph decided to go together and George and Merchant decided to go together. April, pointing to June, we can look after the house further while you are away. So April is saying that we means June and April can look after the house while father is away. So here June is saying, yes, and Beauty can stay and look after us. And when you return, father, will you bring us some new clothes? So here June is saying, okay, we will stay and we will look after the house. That is, June and April will stay and look after the house. And you just keep Beauty here because Beauty is going to look after us. And And she also mentioned that when father will return, will he bring some new clothes for her or not? April, and some new jewelry? April is saying, father, will you bring some new jewelry when you are going to return? Merchant, yes, if I return and if I have some money. And what about you, Beauty? What would you like me to bring you? So merchant is saying, yes, if I have some money, then I will definitely bring all these things for you all. And we can see that here merchant is asking Beauty what he will be bringing for Beauty. Beauty, I want nothing, father, but your safe return. And if you wish to bring me something, bring a rose. So here Beauty is saying that, father, I don't want anything. You just return safely. And if you want to bring something for me, you can bring a rose for me. Merchant, that I shall, my Beauty. Merchant says that, yes, I will bring it for you, Beauty. Now let us start with scene 3, which is taking place in a dark forest in the middle of the night. Now merchant is saying, oh dear, I fear we are lost, George. So merchant is telling George that, dear, I am afraid that we are lost. George is saying, I think we are, father. We should never have left the road and taken the track through this forest. George is saying, father, I also think so. We should never have left the road like this and taken the way of this forest. Merchant, it is very dark here, isn't it? So merchant is asking George, it is very dark here, isn't it? George is saying, dark and cold too. I am so tired. I could sleep on the grass right here. So George is saying, not only dark, father, it is cold also. I feel so tired. If I could have slept on the grass right here, right now. Merchant, you may not need to, son. Look, is that a wall ahead of us? Merchant is saying, I don't think it is required to sleep here. Son, look. Is that a wall ahead of us? Just look. Is it a wall which is there in front of us? George, it is. Father, perhaps there is a house here. Let's search for the entrance. George is saying, yes, father, it is. It is a wall. I think there is a house here. So let's search for the entrance from where we can enter the house. Merchant, here it is. It's not a house, George. It's a castle. So merchant is saying, here the entrance is. I think, George, this is not a house. It is a castle. It's a big or a large fort. George, there doesn't seem to be anybody here. I wonder who owns it. George is saying, father, I can't see anybody here. I wonder who owns it. Means I am puzzled whose this house is. So again George is saying, I wonder, I think, or I am puzzled that whose house or whose castle is this. Merchant, never mind who owns it. We will be safe in here and can rest for the night. Merchant is saying, no need to worry about whose castle is this. We can stay in the night here and we can be safe here. The merchant pushes open a great door and they go inside. So merchant pushes the door and they got inside that castle. George, look, a courtyard and a garden. So George is saying, look, here is a courtyard and a garden. Merchant, how beautiful it looks in the moonlight. So merchant is saying, it is looking very beautiful in the light of moon. George, I am going straight to sleep. Father, I can hardly stand. George is saying, I am too tired. Father, I am going straight and I am going to sleep. Merchant, yes, son, sleep. I shall do so too very soon. Merchant is saying, yes, son, you go and sleep. I will also go and sleep soon. George, find a ledge and lies down to sleep. The merchant walks around the garden. So George straight away goes and lie down for sleeping, and on the other hand we find that merchant is walking around the garden. Merchant, stopping to smell a rose. Ah, that smells sweet. Picking the rose. At least When we return, I will have a rose for Beauty. So merchant went towards a rose and he just stopped there for smelling it. And he get to know that it smells sweet, and after that he picks that particular rose and he thinks that at least he could take a rose for her child, that is Beauty. There is a rumbling growl and a large figure appears at the other end of the garden. So as soon as the merchant has picked the rose, he could hear a rumbling growl and a large figure. He can see that a large figure is at the other end of the garden. Beast! How dare you, sir? Who gave you permission to enter here? And who said you to pick my roses? So there is a beast. He is saying that, sir, how dare you? Where from you get so much of courage that you entered this castle and you pick a rose without my permission? Merchant, I am sorry. We were lost in forest and we came into the castle for shelter. So merchant is afraid and saying, I am sorry. We were just lost in the forest and we came into your castle for shelter. Beast, this is my castle. That is my rose. You are a thief, sir. So Beast is saying that this is my castle and this is my flower and you are a thief because you picked the rose without my permission. Next, merchant, I am sorry, I picked just one rose to take back to one of my 3 daughters. So merchant is saying, sorry sir, actually I picked this rose to take this one for one of my 3 daughters. Beast, well, for that you will die. Beast is saying, okay, it's okay. You will die for this. Why have you picked a rose from my garden without any permission? Merchant, oh no, please forgive me. Is there no other way? You will spare me? So here, merchant is saying, oh no, please forgive me. Is there no way that you will spare me or leave me alone or not treat me harshly? You will feel mercy on me? Next, Beast, well, you say you have 3 daughters. So Beast is asking, well, you said just now that you have 3 daughters. Merchant, yes, I do. Beast, then bring one of them to me to be my wife. So Beast is saying, okay, then bring one of them to me and she will be my wife. And I shall spare you life, and I will spare your life. And means I will be mercy on you and leave you alone. I will not kill you. Seeing George asleep on the ledge, and who is that? So now Beast can see that George is sleeping on the ledge. So he asks that, who is that? Merchant, it is my son, George. He is traveling with me looking for work because we are in great difficulty at home. Merchant is saying, he is my son. He was traveling with me for searching for work and we are in great difficulty at home. Beast, difficulty? We all have difficulties. I am large and ugly. People call me the beast, but you will be in more difficulty and will die if you do not send one of your daughters, possibly to be my wife. I shall give you a box of treasures to help you, but make sure that you return or I will find you. I shall find you. So here Beast is saying, who does not have difficulties in life? I am ugly, I am big, and people call me beast. So this is my difficulty. You will face more difficulty if you don't bring one of your daughters possibly to be my wife here. I am giving you a box of treasures to help you out, but make sure you return, and if you don't return, I will search you out. I will definitely search you out. Merchant, yes, I promise beast, I mean sir. Thank you. So here merchant is saying, yes, I promise beast. He said him beast. After that he said, I mean sir. Thank you. Then he thanked beast or that particular large and ugly figure. The beast departs and returns with a chest full of treasures. He places it on the floor in front of merchant. So what happened? Beast went inside and brought a chest full of treasures and he placed that treasure in front of merchant. Beast, now sleep. Go in the morning and do not forget your promise. So Beast is saying, now go and sleep and you just return in the morning and don't forget about the promise you made to me. This is adapted from a French fairy tale. So my dear students, with this we come to the end of this particular video. If you find the content of this video helpful, then like, share, subscribe this channel. Also click on the bell icon to get regular update from this particular channel. Students, we have already discussed the question answer of this particular chapter which we will get in our channel. Students, keep watching, keep learning with fun with Prudence Coaching English class. Stay safe students, stay happy. Bye bye students.